It's been a while. I thought I would come and hang out with y'all today. It's been too long. And I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about, a few things that I have been coming to understanding about, because I've been in a lot of introspection and rest, to be quite honest with you, because I realized that I spend so much of my life running around doing things for other people and chasing after money and stuff, all that wasn't always getting away from me, and not taking care of my mind and my spirit, even taking care of my body to look a certain way to fit in, but not taking care of my mind and my spirit. And so honestly, I'm taking a lot of time to do that, and really just allowing myself to hear myself. And so in that process, though, I have been writing a book, and the title of the book is The First Ever Parenting Guide for motherhood, or for mothers, and for motherhood. And the subtitle is Reconception and Rebirth of the Self Before the Conception and Birth of a Child. Intergenerational Healing Through Deep Self-Care. And of course, mommyEvolve is about intergenerational healing and self-care. I want generations to be healthy, because I think that the fact that we're not as healthy as we could be, and healthy doesn't mean perfect, by the way. Perfection is a mythological thing. Healthy means that we understand and we push one another's agendas, and we hold ourselves to a high standard, because that's what we expect from others. That's my definition at this time. So this book is going through some basic things, just me thinking back. I'm using my skill of being able to think backwards. That's a skill of mine. Like, whenever I see something, I think to myself, how was that made? And I try to think about it if I have the capacity to think about it. Usually it's not something technical, because I'm not technical in terms of science projects. But if it's a book, I usually think, goodness, how did this person come to this writing this book? Anyway, so I go backwards and think about what I wish I would have known, the things that I wish I would have built within myself, the things I wish I would have done before having a child, that would have made having a child easier. Money is great, okay? But what you have inside of you is greater, okay? What you have inside of you is always greater, because you can always remake money when what you have inside of you is powerful. So I go through, the spiritual and emotional development that is powerful to have prior to having children. I've come to notice and realize that, thank you. My daughter is a cooker. She made me some gluten-free biscuits. I'm trying to do the gluten-free thing.
I'm in pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you talking to?
Now she's making pizza. Okay, honey, let me finish talking, and then I'll finish. She's nosy too. She likes to be all up in my videos. Anyway, she so there's so many things that I wish I would have learned, and this for me is like a gift to women who are thinking about having children, and the conversations they have to have with themselves, and the kind of relationships they need to build, and the kind of things that they need to really ask themselves within themselves and come to peace with and come to terms with, so that their children can see well-balanced adults, because children learn by what they see. Okay, we can talk all day. I'm gonna give you an example. I was just in the I came in from outside. I went to go get my daughter something for her to make her pizza. She wanted to make pizza, and I'm having her make it from scratch, by the way. And so she when I came in, she had just finished making the biscuits. She likes to bake, obviously. And something she inherited from her great-grandmother. She doesn't even know that yet, but she'll learn. I'll let her know. And the kitchen was a mess. And I was upset. And I was like, you have to learn how to clean up after you finish cooking. That's very important. And then I realized, have I shown her really the details and intricate steps that are required to do that? Right? Because when I was growing up and learning how to do certain things, I had to, for example, be in the kitchen while my mother was cooking. So she could tell me different things, but there's also something about looking at and seeing how things are done with a certain level of care and strategy that makes it stick in your brain, especially as children. So I had to get my behind up and take the time to really go through the things that I needed her to do in the kitchen. And this is a simple example, but you have to think about this in terms of other things as well, right? We often chastise children for doing certain things, but the truth of the matter is have we mimicked, or have we modeled the appropriate behavior, and have we energetically been centered in that modeling, in terms of, have we done it with a sense of, we mad that we have to do it, or did we do it with care and patience? Because that matters too. So these are just a few of the things that I've been thinking about, and bringing this conversation about intergenerational healing, because when we are having issues with children, or we see children who are upset or having issues, we often try to blame the child. And honestly, in my mode of thinking, evolved parenting, the child is not to be blamed. The adult is not to be blamed either, but I know for sure that when you shift certain things within you, the child falls right in line. It's like magic. That's why I call it mommy magic. Okay, that's why I have my bracelets with the mommy magic on it. I don't have it on right now, because obviously I'm like chilling in my house. But that's mommy magic right there. That's evolving. Right? And you can see this on a larger scale too. When I used to, be in the classroom, I never had issues with the children, even when it was the quote unquote bad kids. I never had issues with them. Never had issues. That's why teachers love for me to substitute for them. Because I treated them with respect. I listened to them. I didn't come at them like they were less than. And so, I'm using it. Leave it. I'm going to be using it shortly. Please put it down. Thank you. And so, that's just something to think about. So if you're struggling with something related to your children, this even extends out to other family members as well. There's a level of something that is inside you that is still triggered, or is still searching for an approval from, a person using that particular behavior that you think is the appropriate behavior. And so once we start to rethink that behavior and what that really means and why we feel like that is the appropriate behavior, we can see that we can change that behavior, and that it brings a whole new dimension into our relationships with our children. And as I said, that also extends out to other family members as well. It could be a mate, it could be your parents, whatever. So I just wanted to bring that short message. I don't want to be on here too long, but I do want to announce that I am reinstating the Mommy Brunch Chats Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find it on this page. You'll be able to find the phone number and the access code on this page, on my page, Cecile Edwards, or on mommyEvolve, Intergenerational Healing and Self-Care. This week, we're going to have a specific and directed conversation, but oftentimes after the conversation, after the specific conversation, you're able to ask your questions and we can chat it up. So that's going to be from 10 a.m. to 12 on Sunday. We're reinstating those. And then I have the Evolve the Inner Mother 6-week Healing Intensive coming up, and that is starting September 10th, which is a Sunday, and those start in the evening, and that starts in the evening. I only take small groups for this. Each week we deal with particular holistic healing modalities, specific subjects. So, for example, we deal with guilt and shame, 2 weeks of guilt and shame, okay, because that's huge, a huge thing that a lot of us have to release in order to move forward in our lives. So you can inbox me about that. And you can just check my page in general. I do past life readings. I am doing astrological charts for yourself and your children. I also do the past life readings for the children as well. I do Reiki, distance and up close. And again, you can find all of that on my website on the mentoring services page. And yeah, let's get healed, y'all, so that we can move forward with generations of children that are emotionally stable and sound and able to think clearly, because they don't have to worry about whether or not they're loved, or if there's something wrong with them, or any of those things that a lot of us have grown up with, that we are now trying to unravel so that we can feel anyway, because we are always whole and full, so that we can feel whole and full. So I say that to say, you like my pictures in the back, y'all? That's I got those in India. I like them. It's a man drumming. Anyway, and my exercise bike that's dusty. I used it yesterday. Anyway, y'all, I love you all for watching. Thank you so much. If you have any questions or comments, just place them below. Share the video, like the video. I look forward to hearing feedback from you all. All right. Have a powerful weekend.